How's it going? So basically, I'll show you why it's a bad idea to use an array in Mobx. So you see right now we have a map. This map has values in it. We iterate through the map, and when we want to add values, we add them into the map, right? We then have an instance of every item inside the map, and this instance controls the states, right? And then we have like a general state which holds all those. Basically that's what we have. Let me just draw it out. Now I strongly advise you to follow from video 1, otherwise you might get confused, right? So we have, let me just ping this real quick. So what do we have? We have basically a map, right? Map like this, that holds the instances of single to do item, right? So it's mapped like this. So one is gonna be single, whoops, single to do item. Instance 1, let's say, 2, single to do, instance 2. Right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna replace this with a array, and as opposed to instances, we are going to hold objects that are gonna be kind of like single to do item, right? Single to do item, like this. Now, inside of this single to do item, right, there's gonna be ID, name, and is done, which is boolean set to false or true, if you've done it or not, right? Now, what you're gonna find is, I'll show you the issue. Basically, when you try to type into the name, it will bug out. It will basically deselect the input field. So I'm showing you why you have to use the map, otherwise it's not going to work. Actually, I might not even need the map, to be honest with you. Actually, I might be able to pull it off. Hold on a sec. So we can create types, map, and let's say object. And then as opposed to set, we are going to do whoops, this should be 6. No, actually we're going to put this as an array. Array, and this is going to be like this. Then this will change to... I'm just testing to see if the problem is that we're not creating the instance. And then we need to remove this too. Okay, so now we passed the array. Now we need to push into the array. So this, as opposed to being set, we are going to So we are going to serve to-do list dot push, and we're going to okay, so now this is an array, right? Now this should work as an array. Oh, yeah, okay, so this needs to be changed to length +1. So far, so good. Yeah, it's working. It's working fine. Yeah, so basically, as long as you're using an instance, you don't really need to. So, effectively speaking, we don't really need to use values in here anymore, because this is an array, right? I suspect it should work. Because you see, why I don't like map is because it requires extra code to iterate through it, right? That's the problem. Yeah, it works. Excellent, 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 excellent. Yeah, so we can do it reactive way. So we're gonna call this video replacing new map with an array, because then you do not need to use this value. You can just directly iterate through it. It should work. Yes, it's working. Yeah. Okay, cool. So it does work, right? So yeah, you can just use the instance of the single value, right, of this thing, and then you can apply its methods to the single iteration of this thing. It's confusing, I know, because it's class-based. It's not basically function-based. It's more like class-based JavaScript. That's why it's a bit confusing, but I get it. I get it. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna make this into video number 5. So we're gonna call this replacing map with an array, right? Take care.